start sounding really, really good.
Started.
I need to go there.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to go there. Right. Okay, I'm just going to pop in my details and all the other Discords that I normally do. Are you doing despicable things?
I'm hiding.
Yeah. No, he's hiding from me.
Oh.
Hey, FCA, how you doing?
My thorn shocker.
I thought he was doing... Don't trust. I do not trust people.
Tier 1 sub for 10 months in a row. Now look at you. We know each other for 10 months. That's awesome.
Hey, FCA, how you doing?
Nice. Yeah, do you, and I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Right. Hello to my 0 viewers. How are you?
Scott the bot. Hey Marcel, how are you doing?
Right. Hello, Scryptar.
Hello, Granny.
Hello, Scott. How are we today?
Oh, trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. But I tell you what, guys, it has been absolutely amazing in England at the moment. We are having the most beautiful weather. It's been our hottest day in February since records began.
Oh, yeah.
It's been great.
It's pretty much the same over here. It started out at like 1 degree and we're at 23.
Oh, it's been lovely.
Not here. 20 degrees.
What's that in English money?
Cold. Below freezing.
You have to deduct VAT, 90%. Then you know the extra export fee, the Trump fee.
Oh,
yeah.
No talking of Trump or Brexit today.
Yes, let's not start that crap.
I am full of both subjects, and everyone connected to it could just go and gel on.
We should just apply to the rules that you find in every pub behind the bar, where it says no talk about politics, sports, or religion, and then you can stay.
Oh, please.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
That's how you stay friends. You never talk about that stuff.
Yeah. That is fine by me. Gosh almighty, definitely fine by me. Oh wow. Well, I've taken my coat off today. I've just had my cardigan on. I've had my windows down in my car. I've been cruising. Well, I say cruising. Do you know what? This city is so busy with traffic. My average speed, and I've been doing this for 6 months, coming up to 6 months. My average speed is 10 miles per hour.
Oh, you're basically rushing.
Well,
wow.
Look at it this way. At least you don't have to worry about the average speed cameras then.
Oh gosh, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. It's oh God, I tell you, the roads around this city. We've got 2 universities and we've got about 50,000 students.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And it snarls everything up.
Oh, we are good. I mean, you just heard. We are definitely good. And FCA, thanks for the $2. That's very much appreciated. Oh, Lady Scott. Yep, that's him. For her.
That's not me.
Uh-oh. He's doing that again.
That is not me.
Just relaying the message. Don't shoot the messenger. We're not in Sparta.
Excuse me.
Hey.
What?
Well,
I got nothing.
Good luck. Yeah, all right. Let me open the mob farm again. All right.
I have my arrow and I can poke you with it. No, I have my sword and I can poke you with it. It's been a long day, all right.
I have my wireless crafting wood and I can make things to hurt you. On autocraft.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, it's been a long day.
Mark Cleoff 99. I think I've pronounced that right. Sorry if I never. I'm very bad with names. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
It's always appreciated.
You are welcome to this madness that is Stoneblock that I do struggle to understand.
Oh wow.
But I am trying.
Well, this right here is what we're doing today. First, we're gonna go upstairs for a
I kind of
quick
guessed
look.
we were.
Yeah.
Oh, we're off upstairs. We're off and running, guys.
All the way.
Oh, we're in the big room.
One more.
Oh, we're another one up. One more. All right then.
Scott is a transgender, Kappa. No, he's not a transgender. He's a transnationalist. He's technically American, but he tries to become German.
Easier for me to get over there.
Well, probably. All right. So down here.
But you don't actually hear of like many Americans identifying as Germans. You have like the African Americans, the Italian Americans, the Irish Americans, the Scots Americans. You don't often hear
Well,
of
I'm
probably
mostly
yeah.
Scottish, so I can say I'm Scottish, Irish.
Yeah.
With a little bit of
It was
English.
just an observation.
Yeah, no, that's true. It might have a bad ring to it. Anyway, over here I removed all the auto smelting operation that we had attached to these drawers.
Oh
Yeah, it was too slow.
Oh, of course it was.
We have a whole row of smelting down here now. Out of which 3 machines are running. Well, when I set this up, they were all running. No exception. All of them were completely full. Basically what I've done is I've put this barrel up over here and attached some exporters to them. Well, one of them is still empty. But the others have basically all the ores in there that we have in those drawers. And they export into this barrel. And from there it gets taken out with NDIO conduits into these machines. And they smelt all the stuff. And you can see, well, they're turning on and off. Well, this one over here is constantly running. Because of all the iron we get.
Would be.
Yeah. But before we did this, I mean, we have this one drawer over here which had like 2,560 stacks of iron ore. That's empty now.
Yep. Yeah, I can see.
That is completely empty. So this setup doesn't care what you throw at it. As long as we have ores, they will be smelted. And we don't have to worry about capacity or different ores being smelted at different speeds. You can see how much buffer we have. I mean, if only 3 or 4 machines are running, there's like 16 of them. Yeah, it should be good for a while.
That's rather a lot.
Yep, very nice. There's actually a card you can craft. So once you set up one machine, you just right-click that or shift-right-click that machine with the card, and that copies all the settings, and then you just right-click all the others. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, you can do the same with the NDIO conduits. There's a conduit probe. You just, right-click the probe, the conduits, and then you can set, export and export on the green channel or whatever you want. You just set up one and then copy to the others. That helps a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hello, Stephanie.
I'm German Bavarian.
I appreciate it.
That's like North Italian.
The German efficiency is renowned.
Oh yeah.
I do take the mick out of you, I must admit, but I am secretly impressed. I just don't want to tell you that every time.
No, you don't have to. I just I expect that.
I am English after all. How are you two today? Have you had a good day? Vamp, have you managed to get any sleep? I've heard you've not been sleeping very well, sweetie. That's terrible, not being able to sleep.
Yeah.
How goes it? How's the tour? We haven't really started it at the moment. We've just seen the smelting. Now we're getting to whatever the hell this German efficiencies is.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So, we've been working on the Infinity Catalyst, right? Infinity, let's look that up.
That's the thing upstairs. Is that right?
No, that's the thing we're doing right here.
Oh, okay, that's here.
Last time, we finally get into Draconic Evolution and we crafted these energy condensers Mark II here. That's the ones we set upstairs, right?
Yes, that's the ones. I remember them now.
With these energy condensers, we can convert anything that has an EMC value, for example, Block of Emerald, which has a big EMC value. Thank you, I wanted that.
Did I just take that away? I'm not clicking on it.
I put it back.
Can I just explain to Merrick what an EMC value is?
Yeah, sure you can. Otherwise I would have done it, so it's good.
Merrick, EMC is if you mouse over these things like light grey wall, it's got an EMC in the yellow letters of 64.
So it's energy matter conversion.
Yeah, energy matter conversion. And if you get onto like the diamond stuff, like here, the block of redstone or the lapis or the gold, or the emerald, and that's got a really high value. And then you can turn that into, what was it?
Well, you can convert that into energy from
Energy.
the matter, the emerald, into energy, and you can use that energy to convert it into something else. So a little bit like Star Trek.
A little bit like Star Trek.
Like, you know, the replicators they have, where you just say, computer, I want my tea, and then you just get your tea. And obviously that doesn't come out of thin air, so they have a storage somewhere of raw matter that they just convert into something else. That's how that works. And we're doing the same here. So if you look at, I don't know, the Infinity Catalyst has 3 billion EMC. Yeah, we're going to use that a bit later.
That.
And the block of emerald has 140,000 EMC, so if you have enough blocks of emeralds, you can get to 3 billion EMC, you can make yourself one Infinity Catalyst. Requirement is you have at least one, because you can only, you need to copy it. You can't just create it out of thin air. Not yet, we're getting to that later.
Right, okay, we'll get into that later. So EMC is basically burn time.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's the value of the block in energy cost. Yeah, it's burn time.
And do you know what? I never thought about what the replicators did on the Starship Enterprise, and you have just absolutely blown my mind with that information.
It's alright.
Just saying.
Been a Star Trek fan since I was 6. Actually, I started reading, not watching the series. I actually started reading the books before I started watching the series.
I'm the same. I was watching it for as long as I can remember, but I didn't actually get into how they created stuff out of thin air.
Yeah, that's the problem when you actually work in IT and you're a tech geek alongside being a sci-fi geek. Then you just, it combines very well. If you're then German, you want to know things, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah. Definitely.
Kind of goes with the territory.
Always trying to peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hello, aren't you kind of all to be playing Minecraft? I beg your pardon, Rats. Weren't you playing Minecraft?
It's hardly any older than Minecraft. What are you talking about?
Oh, hello, Rats, sweetie. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Cheeky bugger.
Yeah, thanks for another $2. The American-German transgender. Yeah, that's him.
No, what it is
it's the transatlantic.
If I have to look at a character, my own, for a length of period of time, I'd much rather have it be something I enjoy looking at than a guy.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Yes.
You're not the only one that has told me this. Nearly every guy that I used to play with on World of Warcraft had a female.
Hey, if I don't record or stream that character, it's definitely going to be female and has red hair, no matter what.
Yeah, it isn't Minecraft. This is like rocket science somehow.
Yeah, this is Rocket Minecraft, exactly. It's probably the only mod that's not in here is rocketry. It's in Stoneblock too.
Oh, God.
I think
that was in here. I'm watching Direwolf do that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in the next mod pack probably. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna build a space station.
I'm not a grandpa yet, so I can still play Minecraft.
We're gonna build Deep German 9 or something.
Right, so you were saying.
I was saying something, yeah. So we've been working on this Infinity Catalyst. If you come over here to that extreme crafting table on the very left and look in there.
Yes.
That is what we have.
That's right, yes.
Yes. So that diamond lattice in there is the very first thing we need, and the dark steel block is the very last thing. You see the holes in between, right? There's a lot of stuff missing.
Right, okay.
So that's what we're going to make today, all of those things. And then we have one Infinity Catalyst.
Yeah, but then we can clone that, can't we?
Yeah, thankfully, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this at all. Because we need so many of them. You're gonna notice how many we need. The issue is, when you look at this Infinity Catalyst, one needs 3 billion EMC. To make an ingot, you need, what, that's 8, that's 10, that's 11 of those. So that's already 33 billion EMC for one ingot. And those are all used in these extreme crafting tables, 9 by 9. How many ingots can you fit in there per craft? So we're going to need a lot of emeralds or other matter to be able to convert things into Infinity Catalyst. But first, we need to make one.
Right, okay. Yeah,
so I guess we're going to get to that today. So if we look at the recipe... Yes, if we look at the recipe for the Infinity Catalyst, there's a lot of things we need. What we're still missing is the ultimate stew. We're going to craft that. It needs a lot of cooking. That will take up most of the stream, probably. The cosmic meatballs, which is pretty easy. the endless pearl, which is pretty easy. Honestly, you don't want to throw that one.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise, you're going to build a new base. And we need all the singularities.
Merrick just said, I replaced a car battery once. Take that, Scryptar.
Yeah, well, not everybody can do that. So some of the ingredients we need, I've already prepared. So we have the second table over here. That's going to be for the ultimate stew. And you see there's a lot of stuff missing in that one.
Right, okay.
The third one is the cosmic meatballs, which is already done, because that is pretty basic.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Right?
It's just lots of meats that you need to
Yes, exactly. And the fourth one is the endless pearl, which again is actually not that bad.
How?
It's a lot of things, but it's not that bad.
We've all got that. Yeah, we've already got all that, haven't we?
The challenge was the neutronium and the nether star. We have tons of nether stars and we have crap tons of neutronium right now. We're doing good. I actually switched off the watches of flowing time upstairs because we don't need them. We're full. We can't handle any more right now. So we need to do the cooking and we need to get the singularities done. Now we're going to start with the singularities here. And I've done the math on how many emerald blocks we need to convert them into enough blocks to make the singularities. So I hope I did the math right. It's not that easy. Okay, let's start over here. We have this chest here is for gold. So I'm going to take this gold block and we're going to look into this chest. And there is what? 6, 12, 18, 22 and a little bit stacks of emeralds in there?
1.21 gigawatts, Merrick said. I don't know what that's.
I do.
Oh, see? Blooming nerds together, guys.
Dang it. But you have to go 80 miles per hour or faster. Anyway. So if you...
Oh, yeah. Us laymen, it trickles down eventually.
Yeah, I know. So, if we want to make a gold singularity down here in the neutronium compressor, it doesn't say anything right now because there's no block in there, so it doesn't know what to make. But if we look at the Infinity Catalyst recipe and the gold singularity, it says we need 11,400 gold blocks.
Oh, wrong one.
Yes. Doesn't matter, just, look it up in JEI in your search bar, in your inventory.
That's what I was doing, yes.
Yes. So, Infinity Catalyst. And then you see all the things in there. If you click on the gold singularity, it says 11,400 gold blocks.
I can spell cat. I got
it. A block of gold has 18,432 EMC.
Yeah.
Now we're going to convert emerald blocks which have 147,456 EMC. Now you can get out a calculator and go, okay, 11,000 something blocks times 18,000 something EMC divided by 147,000 for the emerald is how many emerald blocks do I need? And that's what I did. And the result is in this chest.
The calculation.
So as soon as I put this in here, it should start.
Ooh, wow. That did it a bit.
And as you can see, it's starting to put it down here.
Oh, look. Oh, that's so cool.
And that goes as fast as it can go. It's not fast enough. That's faster. I'm gonna switch this on as soon as we're done. So we're gonna do the same for all the rest. Lapis. Oh. It's a little disappointing when you look in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, Lapis only has 144 EMC. It's pretty cheap.
Oh, it's very cheap.
So that's going. And it needs 11,400 blocks as well. If you look in the neutronium compressor, it now tells you, now that we started. But then again, 144 EMC, and we are converting blocks that have, 147,000 EMC? So there's a ratio of 1 to 1,000, roughly. And we put 12 blocks in there, so that's 12,000 lapis. So yeah, it's math. Redstone. It's just not much more expensive. It's 50 blocks that I put in there. Iron. It's one and a little bit of stacks. And then we come to this one chest that actually has another chest on top.
Whoa! Wow, the diamonds are a little bit up. Wow, look at that, 73,728.
Yes. So it's half an emerald block. So we need, well, if that needs 11,000, we need, what, 5,500 emerald blocks? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
let's
That's how
get-
many we need.
Let's get that going. And then you look into the... well, we don't need to convert emeralds into emeralds, right?
Well, you would have thought so, no?
So I just put a chest here. If you right-click that
Yeah.
chest, you will notice that that chest, right, of your inventory has a little arrow because it has multiple pages.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's how many
So-
emerald blocks we need. That's roughly twice the amount of diamonds we have.
Right, okay.
So we're going to switch this on. Block of copper. Let's put that in there. That's cheap. Nothing to worry about. Block of tin. Cheap.
Block of lead.
Yep.
A little bit more expensive.
Yeah, it's about twice as expensive.
Silver, a little bit more. What's this one? Nickel. Ooh, nickel was a little bit expensive. Fluxed electrum block. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fluxed electrum block is one of those things where we don't have a chicken for. So I actually had to go through the process of crafting these. Now, it's not that bad. Let's look that up real quick. Recipe. Fluxed electrum block comes from fluxed electrum ingots. Yeah, well, that's... yeah. Okay, don't need to explain that. You can go into mystical agriculture and grow the plant. That's one thing. Or you can go and have an induction smelter and put sand and fluxed electrum blend in there. So that's what I did. The fluxed electrum blend comes from pulverized gold, pulverized silver, and destabilized redstone, which is just redstone in the smeltery. So I crafted one ingot that has an EMC value. I copied that, made a block. Yep. I copied that.
Yep.
And yeah, now it's copying even more. So these are all running. We should get some singularities here someday. So let's switch on the Watch of Flowing Time. And now they should go faster? It's not. It's actually slowing it down right now. There's too much going on.
Down.
I think there's just too much going on for that thing to handle. Yeah,
wow.
might be.
Yeah.
Well, we have to let this go for a while then. These are halfway done, because we started them early enough. But still, oh yeah. It slows down the actual neutronium compressor, because there's still 63 blocks in there, that's why it's only accepting them so slowly. That's weird, but no, it's okay. I can handle that.
It is weird. It is weird.
So singularities are crafted. So if we look at this recipe over here, there's one empty row, that's going to be singularities. And then there's those 3 empty slots on the top. That's going to be the 3 things we have lined up in these other 3 tables here.
So the food, the meatballs, and the pearl.
And pearl. You can make the meatballs if you like, and I can make the pearl here really quick.
What's that? VanCap used 10 bits. Thank you so much, sweetie, for the 10 bits. I so appreciate it. You are one of my favourites. By the way, this is not Minecraft anymore. Minecraft, you build pretty little house. My college calculus class was easier than this. I didn't take calculus. I wasn't in school long enough, so it's mind-boggling to me.
Right. You do the cosmic meatballs.
I'm going to do the meatballs. Right. Okay. So let's do that way. Do that way. Where's my meatballs? Right. So I need
it's in this table
more
here.
beef. Yeah. And I'm just having a look to see what I need. Pile of neutrons. Right. So how do I do this then? I just do this like
yes. That. And then you can put them over here next to the endless pearl. So top row, third on the right. Exactly.
And then we got to do this one.
And then we got to do this one, yes. That's the only one we're missing except for the singularities. Okay, so if we look at that ultimate stew, we need water essence and fire essence, for which we need to go into mystical agriculture. That's going to be a little bit of a thing. We have all the basic stuff. I think the next thing we're missing is garlic. I have no idea how to get that.
Garlic.
I'm growing it right now.
See, he's doing things. Soybean, eggplant, broccoli. Yeah, that's all basic ingredients that we don't yet have.
Growing right now.
Pumpkin we already have. That's just 3 vanilla Minecraft pumpkins make 3 of these pumpkins, so that's really
I
easy.
need, if you want to, you can figure out how to get heavy cream. We're going to need that. Which I have no idea how to.
For what exactly do you need that?
Milk and a mixing bowl.
That is for the carrot soup.
The carrot soup.
And we're going to also need a bowl and a bone to make broth.
You can use, instead of heavy cream, you can use silken tofu.
If you got that, that's fine. That's something we're going to need to make, though.
That's just a pressed soybean. So we need a presser from Pam's Harvest Craft, which is 2 pistons and 6 iron. Okay, I'm going to make a presser.
How many do you need?
How many of what?
Whatever's in the recipe. We only need to make one of these, right?
Yes.
All right, so just one.
Well, I've done the heavy cream then.
And then
look at her.
A bowl and a bone will make the broth or the stock.
Okay.
I need bakeware, so I can.
Do you need power?
A juicer. Do we have a juicer?
Just look like it. A juicer? No, but that's easy to make. Well, probably yes, from the mob farm somewhere upstairs. Let me have a look at the system. Juicer. Right, we have 3.
Okay, and I'm growing the tomato right now because we're going to need ketchup.
See, this guy says he's all tired. He's doing nothing but gardening.
Yeah, well. And you said you took care of the dragon fruit, correct?
Yeah, we have like 20,000 of that.
Okay.
How do you make the broth?
A bone and a bowl.
A bone and a bowl.
And we're going to need a bucket of fresh milk, black pepper. Uh-oh, I gotta go find black pepper.
Fresh milk? We basically just need a cow.
Yep.
I've got some fresh milk on me. Let me put it back into the thing.
Well, we do have cow in a jar, 1,000 of those, and we should have milk buckets in the system as well. So that shouldn't be a problem. That's not what I wanted. There. So, do we have the carrot soup already? Is anybody making the carrot soup right now?
I'm
we're trying to
make
get
broth.
everything together.
We're trying to make broth.
I'm trying to make broth. It's just not going very well.
Let me check on that recipe again. That's part of the carrot soup.
It says stock.
Yeah.
Which is basically the same as
broth.
Yeah.
You can use a pot. Oh, a
and
pot.
A bowl.
Sorry, Granny. A pot and a bone.
Yeah, we do have a pot, and we do have a pot in the system. 1.
4.
3 actually. 3 pots in the system.
Well, I just took them out, so took one out.
Yeah, well, then it was 4 before.
I just made a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch of pots made as well for very early game for, I don't know, apples or something.
Well, I got 63 of them for some reason.
Did you shift click?
Really nice moon out tonight. Have you noticed? I don't know if you can see the moon where you are. It's lovely.
Oh, I can see the moon all night, yeah.
Right, okay, what's next?
So we do have the carrot soup, right?
Peppercorn. That's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for peppercorn. You can look for peppercorn all day long. Do we have the carrot soup, or where are we in that process?
I'm down here trying to plant stuff and get everything together. So
yes, that's why I'm asking Granny.
Oh, I haven't done no carrot soup. No.
What have you done?
I've done the broth and I've done the heavy cream.
Broth and the heavy cream. So now you need.
Now you can put the soup together.
Yeah, you need the pot and the carrot.
Right,
if you look up the crafting recipe for the ultimate stew and click on the carrot soup, it will tell you that you need that and basically the pot and a carrot, which we should have in the system. I'm pretty sure we have carrots. Yes, 98,000. That should be enough. Only need 1. And you already have the pot from the broth, or the stew, or the whatever.
Hold on. Where's the carrot soup gone?
If you just look up the ultimate stew, just type ultimate or whatever.
Well, I could spell carrot. I can't spell ultimate.
ULT, that should be enough. ULT, yeah.
Stew.
ULT, and that's the second thing you see in the list.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And then middle row, 4th from the left is the carrot soup. If you click on that, you'll see the ingredients.
Right, so heavy cream, stock, carrot, in a pot. Yeah, I never had the pot back. Where did the pot go? The pot disappeared. Let me get the pot out again.
And a carrot.
The carrot,
Okay.
the blue and carrot disappeared, and the cream. Everything's disappeared on
See,
me.
dang it! I'm telling you.
I'm excited.
So how to make beef jerky? I'm going to look at the beef jerky here. That needs salt and beef.
There you go.
Oh, there's
I made
ground
it.
beef in this? I'm liking this pack now.
Yep.
Right,
It's
what else do we
always
need?
salt. How do I get salt? Oh, I get a pot and a water bucket is salt. Now that's the basic recipe that I've seen, the most basic one. So I need a pot. Give me a pot. And water bucket. Do we have one? Oh, we have 22. I stocked up on those, it seems.
No, go back, go back,
Yeah,
go back,
that's
go back,
salt.
go back, go back.
Cool.
What am I missing?
That. Beef jerky. Done.
Oh, I'll have a look in just a sec.
Oh, we did have salt in the system, it seems.
Black pepper.
Ah, we have 98,000 salt in the system. I made stuff. What am I doing? There? I think. Yes.
I've got no peppercorns. Hello.
I just grew the tree.
I beg your pardon?
I just grew the tree.
Is that
to
innuendo
make the
for
peppercorn.
something? Oh, right.
Oh, for the peppercorn.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Well,
You need to add
Peppercorn.
context to that sentence.
yeah, otherwise, you know.
Because all I heard was you screwed the tree.
Don't even.
I grew the tree.
Oh,
seems to be
you
enough.
grew that. That makes sense.
Nice.
Hello, Bryson. How you doing, hon?
I should be able to do this, right?
Oh, Granny.
Yes. Rabbit stew. Done. One crafting process. Lovely.
How are you doing? Thank you for the bit.
Oh,
I was wondering.
you really are having a good day, aren't you?
You and your dirty British mind.
Oh.
Someone else. We need the beetroot soup and what? Beetroot soup.
Thank you for the bits, Fab.
Yeah, go Fab. Right.
Oh dear.
Granny's losing it.
Now we should have this.
Oh, it just was.
Mostly.
Oh,
Sorry.
why?
Okay.
That's very true, Bryson. It would give
Oh,
you
we even
some-
have bread in this. Look at us. So we
Oh,
need
dear.
garlic and ketchup.
How
which
am
we
I
need
going to get a
tomato.
black peppercorn?
I don't know what you need that for.
Are you get,
I
Are
got
you-
the black peppercorn. It's all done.
have good.
Taken care of. Yep, I got the black pepper. We're good to go on that.
I don't even know what
Um,
we need that for.
I need it for my my beetroot thing
Okay.
now.
Well,
Beetroot
it's in the
soup.
system. Just look it up in the system.
Oh, right. Yeah, you definitely do need that. And some milk, and some beet, and some root. Oh. Yeah, what I'm missing is the onion right now, I think.
That's growing.
Alright.
Right, so we can't do that just yet then. So,
So what are we doing here? Oh, really? There's no carrot in there? Who
Oh,
took out the
dear.
carrot?
Not me.
Oh,
What about meatloaf? What does meatloaf? Oh, you. I heard you do the ketchup.
meatloaf is relatively easy to do, I think.
Tomatoes are in the system, so you can make the
All right.
Thank you
ketchup.
for the bits, Boyce, and I appreciate
So meatloaf is raw beef, which we have, bread, which we have, onion, garlic, and ketchup. And ketchup is just tomato in a juicer, which we both should have now. So that leaves the garlic.
Right, okay.
Let's see if I can make that. What's my ketchup?
Well, I've got the ketchup.
Oh, good. So I don't need to do that. That's good.
You don't need to do that, though.
Which means we just need the garlic.
Well, what about the rabbit stew? Can we do the rabbit stew? No, we're
Rabbit
missing a
stew?
few items on the rabbit.
We
So we
rabbit
need.
stew. Where?
a
I have
baked
that. It's in
potato.
there. We have that in the crafting table.
Oh, have you? Have you done that one?
Yeah, beef jerky and rabbit stew is
Oh,
what I've
yes,
done.
you have. You're gonna look. All right, my sweetie pie. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I
All the
appreciate it.
vegetables should be in the system now.
Let's see.
Oh, so we can do the beetrooty thing.
Garlic.
Gotta double check here.
No, that's not
Hit it
how it
one more
goes.
Garlic goes in here.
Beetroot. Click on that.
Oh, I gotta
Click
get the
on that.
broccoli.
Click on that.
Yep.
Root.
Broccoli, eggplant, soybean. Oh, sure, I'm closing that again because idiot. Soybean.
One more shot.
One of those. No eggplant.
I just put it in there. It should be in there now.
Okay. No, it's not. It's upstairs somewhere probably.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's all upstairs. Broccoli's upstairs too. That's lovely. Oh, we're getting honeycombs from somewhere.
Honeycombs.
I didn't expect that to happen. Right, these things do not belong here. No.
Oh, and we have the singularity. Yeah, see,
that.
the whirly thing's
Right.
done.
Right, so I'm gonna put these in a drawer
Ooh.
somewhere.
You're not done. Or are you?
Somewhere. Doesn't matter.
The diamond one is not done. The other ones are.
Working on all the things. Okay, this should auto sort in now. Yes, it did. Lovely. So now it definitely should be in the system. Always good to have a big enough buffer. So what's missing still? We need those 2 essences. We need the eggplant.
Eggplant's in there.
No.
We need some chorus fruit, which is nature essence and end essence.
Yes. I do not have any eggplant in the system. Where did we put that?
It's in there.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
I'll hit it with some more bone meal, but I did put it in there. Oh, wait. Oh no, those were beets. My mistake. I just gotta go grab some eggplant.
That helps.
You just want everything, I swear.
Yes, yes, I do. So eggplant, broccoli we have, so I can put that in there. Be that. So now we need the meatloaf.
Done.
That beetroot soup.
The beetroot soup's done.
Oh yeah, that goes in there, that goes in there. So that just leaves the eggplant and those 2 essences. And obviously all the singularities, which should be done by now.
All of them except diamond. Diamond.
Oh, wow.
This one here. It's all gone, but it's not been formed.
Oh, I miscalculated the slightest bit.
Ooh, can somebody clip that? Can somebody please clip Scryptar saying he miscalculated? That would be cool.
Done. For some reason I had a stack of emeralds attached to this box instead of 1, and I guess that's the stack that has been missing because it looks better now.
Yeah,
right,
that's done.
Eggplant's in now.
Nice, 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 nice. We're getting there.
Eggplant is done.
If you will, you could take out the singularity starting from the one over here, going clockwise, and that's the order in which they need to go into the table. So starting
just put
over
the
there.
eggplant in here.
Do it. Yeah, that's
Done.
good. So now we need to take care of those 2 mystical agriculture things, right?
Yeah.
Water and fire, which are basic essences. So how do we get those?
No idea. You're the one that showed
We need
me.
fire seeds. That's a lava bucket, a prudentium essence, and a tier 2 crafting seed, which is a tier 1 crafting seed with prudentium essence, which is a basic crafting
we should have tier 2 in the system.
We should teach the system how to make that, honestly. Because we're gonna get into this eventually anyway. So let's say
I like the way it says we're going to
mystical agriculture.
You right there, darling?
Base crafting seed. 1 pattern.
What are you playing upstairs?
Tier 1 crafting seed. Next
Pardon?
pattern.
Rainbow.
Rainbow Six, bit of Rainbow Six Siege.
Crafting
You've been
seed.
playing Overwatch. Yeah, somebody said to me, Merrick said to me today,
That crafting seat, because we
we're
can.
playing lots of Overwatch.
That crafting seat, just no, that's the wrong button.
Gold.
That looks good. Yes, that looks good.
Wow.
I was at Diamond.
Was you at Diamond?
Yeah, on your account.
You was at Diamond on my account.
Look, the game is on the game. So you get this, yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's playing with people.
We want to get.
Yeah, they
fire
can be a
seed.
bit toxic, unfortunately.
Tier 2 crafting seed, Prudentium essence, and 4 lava buckets. Okay. So.
I saw the.
Yeah, I did all the buttons. Wrong key. Cheer.
Right, well,
Two
that's done in
crafting
there
seed.
then.
Who did the tier 2 crafting seed already?
Me. I told you. I already did that.
Okay, cool.
It should be in the system.
But you didn't do the fire seed yet, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
We also need to make.
I did the tier 2 about a week ago.
Ah.
Oh, what's it?
Do we not have Prudentium? Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, it's that one.
Well, we can make Prudentium out of Supremium, no problem.
Yep.
Where did they go?
Upstairs.
Oh,
Away.
disappeared. Wow, that's not surprising, really.
There you go. Let's do this. There's a fire seed. Lovely. Here, have a fire seed. So, let's see, what do we need for the water seed it was? Yes. Water seed is a tier 1 crafting seed, 4 inferium, and 4 water buckets. Made. Done. Easy. Where did the guy go? Where's the farm?
Downstairs.
There.
I'm down at the farm.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, I do.
We're right here.
It's weird.
Can't work
This
that.
doesn't grow fast.
Well, you know, there's always the thing where you have to get the stuff and things, and then you make the pedestal.
The
watch.
the watering can.
That's not even.
Oh, you
close
could
to
just do
fast
the
enough.
yeah. You could do the watch.
You just right click it like a madman.
Mystical. I think I'm using.
Macro for the win.
I'm using the wrong thing. That's fine.
See, that's how you do this when you need something. We only needed 1, by the way, so I guess that's enough.
It's never enough.
I know, but for now,
Never.
it will do
Never.
the trick. I'm actually gonna take this with me. Oop, not all of this. Whee. Where were we? Break room.
Yep.
Downstairs. I'm actually gonna keep this pedestal and this watch on me, just because. Alright, so that is looking good. So that was one of
Yeah,
these.
baby.
One of these. Which order? Well, since we have everything, I should just be able to shift click that
Water
in there.
first, then fire. I think.
No, it says we're still missing the beetroot soup for some reason.
Yeah, no, we got beetroot soup. We need
Yeah, but
the
it's beet soup, not beetroot soup. What we have right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry. It is the ingredient we need. Use this. You just put that in your crafting grid and you get beetroot soup. There you go. It just instantly converts over. So there you go. 4 ultimate stew.
Yum.
So stay here. Stay. You get 1. You get 1. And 1 goes in here, and lo and behold, look at what it says.
We have a bunch.
We have a cataclysm.
Yes,
Ooh.
1 freaking infinity
Ooh,
catalyst.
that's so hard. Yay!
I'm gonna
All
take
that
that.
work for just one.
That's mine. Fine. I'm gonna rush it away. I'm gonna take the achievement with me.
A quest complete.
Right.
Oh no, that's the cell.
I did put an import on this, but no export. I have to automate this more. Anyway, so now that we have that, I guess we can put the rest in the system and just grab a bunch of things. Yeah, you can go in the system as well. I'm gonna end up somewhere. I'm actually gonna need to find a spot for it. Where did you go? Oh, I put it right in the system, so it has to go. Yeah, it goes on the disk immediately if I put it right in the system. Stupid. Okay, so emerald. All the emeralds, we need all of them. It's probably not even closely gonna be enough. Yeah, it will be. Late. So that's one full inventory of emeralds in there.
Yep.
Still hasn't copied one single catalyst.
Wow.
We're about 10% of the way there. So, can I get?
I think it's time for an Emerald World.
Can I? Oh well, give me a second. I'm not done here yet. But yeah, you're definitely right. So can I get an What do I need? An exporter. Yes. I want to export from the system, so I need an exporter. Oh, all the auto crafting. There you go. I need to put that on there, so I probably need to get that destroyed for a second. Thank you. Give me all the things. Did I get all the things? Yes, I did get all the things. Oh, it's gonna be
Well, I
pain to
just
set
got
out.
some sort of an achievement.
For the Infinity Catalyst, probably. Where's my...
Tell you what we have got. We've
right
got
there.
a quest to claim.
There you go.
Quests.
And you, I want to export... I'm clicking the wrong thing. What am I doing? This is what I need. I want a stack upgrade. We still have some. We have 219. That's some.
Oh, there it is.
Speed. I think I went a little crazy on the crafting there. And an emerald block stack thing. Thank you. So you are going to get this and this and this. So now we're directly exporting emerald blocks into this chest and importing whatever it makes. And I have to put the panels back up again. Because it looks ugly.
Wow.
It's halfway.
And it's gonna keep doing it because there's no limiter on this. So, but yeah,
It's
it's
just gonna keep
halfway.
going
We're
and
getting
going.
our second catalyst in a moment. But I think if we look into the system, we will see that emerald blocks are going to disappear from the list. So we're at 128,000 right now. 127, 126. We need more emeralds.
Yeah, we do need more emeralds now.
So here's the thing we're gonna do. First, we're gonna wait until this is done.
Yay! First one
Woo.
made.
I'm gonna stop it. It's still gonna export until the inventory is full, but then it should stop. There you go.
Yeah, it's stopped.
And now the chicken is going to poop all the emeralds until we're back full again. That will take a while. So we're gonna make a... what's it called? RF Tools Builder, I believe. That's the one. And that is pretty easy to make. So let me make one of these. Yep. Grab that. Oh, we actually have that in the system. RF Tools Builder. This block can quarry areas, pump liquids, move, copy, swap structures, collect items and XP, move entities, build structure, and is awesome as it is. Good. It also gets an infusing bonus. So the RF Tools blocks can be infused with whatever and gain a bonus through that. If you follow me. There's this lovely little room behind the door that we haven't looked at yet. Don't step into the light. Well, you can, it doesn't matter, but, you know, it's going to be a never-ending story. Behind that light, there's a machine infuser, right?
Right. Matter transmitter. I know what's going to happen.
The machine infuser. Where is it? Actually has, when you right-click on it, there's a question mark on the right-hand side, open manual, and tells you all the off-tool stuff.
Yeah.
Where is the freaking machine infuser again? Generative security smart wrench, no. Power storage, no, it's all crap. Block protector. Booster. No.
This is some next gen.
Don't really care. Anyway, for the machine infuser,
Revamp.
we need, what was
Hello. Thank you.
dimensional
I so
shards. That's what it
appreciate
was.
We are playing Stoneblock.
Where?
Yes. Granny's very confused, talking inappropriate things to do with trees.
Sounds good.
It was all accidental.
So now I've put some dimensional shards in there, and as you can see, they are being consumed, while when you hover over the builder, it says infuse 10%, 11%, 12%, and so on. Infusing should go faster the more you put in there.
Yeah.
That's one stack gone, and we're at 25%, so we need 4 stacks for that.
Right, okay. This is Stoneblock. This is Minecraft, but it's how many mods is in this pack? Over 200, isn't it?
I can't even remember. There's 200 something pages with blocks in JEI, so
Yeah,
that's something.
So if you have a look here, it's 80 pages. All this is, most of these are mods. And what you do, you start off, we started off, wrong. We started off in this little room here, and it was just stone. Just stone. And then you've got to try and go
like I said,
through the quest book, which is here. You got to go through all these quests, and it's just another way of doing it. It's
going to be enough. Do we need more?
Holy son of a bitch. There's a lot.
100%. There you go.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we're getting through it slowly but surely. At the moment, we've just finished doing the Infinity Crystal, and that took.
So for the builder, we need a quarry card.
Whilst they're doing that, let me show you around, sweetie. This is our first.
Solid.
And then this is mostly them, not me. They branched out to here and got like a little farm.
Don't think so.
Enchants and everything go all powered. They needed some grass and stuff going.
So for this builder to become a quarry that can actually mine blocks, like the dimensional miner we did, we do need to make a shape card quarry. So let's do that. We need a shape card first. We should have all of that.
We needed
shape card done.
This was
diamond pickaxe.
We needed power, so we built a nuclear reactor.
Done. I think.
So this is our nuclear reactor.
Shape card quarry done. Very nice. We should also bring an ender chest. Probably a good idea. Let's make one.
There you go.
Easy to do.
What else is this? Is our replicator
Why do I have them
place.
Twice? What is this madness?
In here.
One is enough. And we should take a flux point for the power.
Where's the chickens? The chickens are here.
Although I technically already have one.
Chickens.
Yeah, should be
all
good.
These resources, right? But they're in. Are you the chickens? No. Are you the chickens?
Does it still work this way? Yes, it does still work this way. Oh, that's so good.
That is the chickens. They're in this little box. In this little box is another dimension.
Right.
So if I click on it, it takes me to another dimension.
If Granny wants to follow.
Yeah, hold on. Just showing someone round.
Yeah.
I want to show off your.
I know, we're gonna show off more stuff right now. New stuff! Done that. Yeah, okay.
What, yeah, this is the chicken. Where are they upstairs? Scryptar, what did you do with the chickens? You
Nothing.
Where did they all go?
They are in the chicken farm.
Did you go to the wrong farm, Granny?
Probably. No, I'm in this chicken farm here.
Yeah. And?
Oh.
Standing on an elevator. Go down.
Oh, down. That's where they all.
One more.
There they all are. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to go up and not down.
Oh,
here's all the chickens. Look, here's our emerald chicken. and every so often he'll lay, and it comes an emerald. We've got. What are you? I don't know what that is.
These are emerald
chickens. Just so many chickens.
I like how the gunpowder chicken looks like a creeper.
Yeah. You do.
Right,
You
slime,
do. Chicken.
vibrant
Graphite
alloy,
chicken.
green,
All sorts.
wood.
Like Willy Wonka, yes.
I don't even know where our
this-
emerald chicken is.
And because this is in a different dimension, it doesn't lag out the base.
Exactly.
The emerald chicken's over here,
No, it's not.
isn't it?
No, it's an emerald crystal chicken.
Oh, right, okay.
The lime chicken and the slime chicken.
Yeah, we get all
the
a lot
Scottish
of
lime
ingredients
chicken.
here.
Cactus green chicken.
And it
here.
goes
Found
into the salt.
Oh yeah, it's the eyes which you can't see from downstairs. That's it. So this emerald chicken is producing all the emeralds we're currently using for whatever we're doing with them. Mostly converting things. And the timer is still completely wonky. Well,
yeah, it is a bit.
When you look in there, it is. When you just look at them from the outside and your whaler says progress 90%, that's all good.
Yeah.
Per emerald chicken breeding, we get 3 emeralds, but you know, we're using them way faster right now, so we need more emeralds. Ourselves our own dimension full of emeralds. How about that?
Mm. Ooh, and here is our sorting things. It goes from there, and all these pipes connect into this central storage system. And then you can access it right through here. And this is all the stuff that we've got in over the last couple.
This is still doing its thing here.
From all sorts of different things we've been doing. So
it's working really nicely, even though it's completely full.
It's a thing. It's like a huge thing. And you can see them as you get.
Need a better elevator system for that. Haha! I do that all the time.
So basically, that's what.
I was just a little off and was clipping through the walls as I was going down.
Right, let's go.
Come back. And now count.
So.
That we're back in here.
So, I made
yes
the builder, which I have in my hand.
Oh, right, okay.
We infused it, so it should now use less power and be more amazing in general. Right? Reduce power consumption, increase speed. I made a shape card, a quarry, which we have to put in the builder, and then instead of building stuff, it will mine stuff for us.
Right, okay.
I have an ender chest, so we can teleport stuff back home. I have a flux point, so we have power. I have stuff that I need to put away. And behind you is a wall, and if you look down, that's not a grate, that's an actual workbench.
Oh!
There's some stuff in there that we want. So we have, well, not the cards. The cards are needed to make dimensions, and I'm not going to get into that. That's a mod in itself where I can spend hours upon hours on telling you how it works.
Yeah, I don't need to know that, I don't think.
But what we do have down there is a flux point. I'm going to take that. We have a dialing device. You know, everybody who's seen Stargate knows what that is. Otherwise, it's a telephone.
Of course.
A meta transmitter, which is a sending transporter. There's also a meta receiver, which, you know, we have those two over here. So if you step on this one, it goes whoosh.
Yeah.
One is the sender, one is the receiver.
I could do that one.
Oh yeah, especially since there's a travel anchor in between, so whenever I teleport over here and just want to walk to the door, it does this to me, and I just keep on walking. I should have switched them.
That's cool. That's cool. No, go later.
And we do have a realized dimension tab, which is basically what you need to make a dimension for yourself. I have that in my pocket right now.
Right, okay.
Wait a second, I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to put that away, and yep, that's the one. So on the right hand side here, there's a dimension inscriber. And this machine basically takes your so-called dimlets, which you have in this workbench over here, which you can put together, and you can select, you know, I want a terrain-type flat world, and I want no mobs, and I want good weather, and I want it to be made up totally of emeralds and nothing else.
Right, okay.
and then you can put one of these blank dimension tabs in there and say, make it. And this is what you get, what I have in my hand.
Right,
Then you go over here to the dimension builder. Now, if I hover over this dimension tab, it tells me creation cost 401,000 RF per tick for 2,200 ticks, and maintenance cost 100,000 RF per tick. So to make this dimension, to create this dimension, we need to wait for 2,000 ticks, and it will cost us 400,000 RF each tick for these 2,000 ticks. And then just to keep it open so it doesn't crumble and transforms into a black hole and everything dies and is horrible, it needs another 100,000 RF per tick.
Yep.
Now, do you know why we have this big ball of power over there? Okay, so I'm going to put it in here.
We use it.
And it's draining all the power from the internal buffer, and it's making things. It's going to take a bit. It's 11%, 12%. I don't even know if I can speed that up. Probably yes, but since there's no power in the buffer in there, probably doesn't do much good.
Well, whilst that's doing that, I'm going to go.
Yeah, it's not doing
Because
any good.
so I'm back in a sec.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So, what else is new? Does it
Oh,
help?
nothing much. Just, standing around waiting for world to be built.
Yeah, the usual stuff. Does that help?
No.
No.
Doesn't work for everything.
No, it's probably the power consumption. I mean, we are using cryostabilized flux duct, which has infinite power transfer, but it doesn't seem to be enough. It can't keep up with the speed that this thing is consuming things. I can actually see through the travel anchor and see that there's a flux point down there. Interesting.
Am I back or is that not?
I don't know if you're back. We're at 70%. That's looking good.
Go on me.
I have everything. I have my personal transporter, so if everything goes horribly wrong, I can go home. You cannot. Yeah,
What about?
sounds about right. I'm not betting with you. You're cheating.
Do we need to set up one of these here? One of the transmitters?
It should
Or one
have
of
the meta receiver because we are arriving by transporter, so the meta receiver should already be there. With no power attached to it, so it only has its internal buffer, which isn't that much, 100,000 RF. We do need to build a meta transmitter, we do need to put down power, and we need a dialing device, which I brought.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering.
Okay, it says it's done,
Yep.
right?
Yay!
Oh, for goodness sake.
So now if you look in the device on top, which is the dialing device...
Not you are the bane of my life, sons. Enchante.
I hope that, I definitely sure hope that that is stable.
You sneaky little butt.
Oh yeah, power is going up, look at that. Oh, it has an
Very
internal
sneaky.
buffer, I didn't even see that. If you go into the dimension builder and hover over that tab,
Which one?
in the dimension builder, the one in the middle of the machine,
No, baby.
that just
Okay.
built our dimension.
Girl.
Yeah.
So sneaky, dog.
If you hover over the tab, that checkerboard thing, it says dimension ready, maintenance cost 100,017 RF per tick, and current power is fluctuating like crazy.
Yep.
Don't know why, but that's what it's doing. So, let me check up on our ball of power here, let's see what it's doing. It's getting 20,000 RF per tick, so yeah, we're drawing 100,000 RF per tick, it's all good. Should be fine.
Cool.
Also, you might notice that the dimension builder, when you hover over it, says infused 100%, so even that is using less power than it should. So we should be good, the dimension is ready, it should be stable. It says
Right, okay.
name is ID3. You know, when you hover over that checkerboard there, it tells you. So if you look into the dialing device, which isn't infused at all, who cares?
Yeah.
It has outbound, which is the transporter that's glowing right now.
Yeah.
I've marked that with an ender pearl for some reason. It has home sweet home in the overworld, which is this thing. That's the receiver.
Right, okay.
And it also has ID3,
Yeah.
which, can I rename that somewhere? Is that a thing? I know you can. Oh, you have to rename the receiver. So once we are there, we can rename the receiver. That's what we have to do. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to click ID3, and I'm going to click just dial. Dial OK. It says. So this this meta transmitter should now be linked to the receiver in that dimension we just built.
Oh, so if I
And if
go
you
in
look at
there,
it,
I'm going to go.
if you look at it, it says dialed to 863 8 and in brackets 3. And in brackets 3 is the dimension number 3 that we just had, I think. I hope. Want to give it a try?
I was trying to push you in there like this.
Yeah, you're doing it, actually, before I can get my sword out. Thank you.
Bye!
Well,
Hi.
definitely died. Thanks.
What?
No!
You just had to push me in there.
Why did you die?
Because
You
I
said it was
died in a
stable.
collapsing world.
How did it collapse?
What crap should I know? Do I do this on a daily basis? No, I don't.
Yes. You do.
Well, most of the stuff I still have, because everything you have in your secondary inventory you keep, and my tools are all soulbound, so I don't really mind. It's just that all the stuff that I brought with me is just gone. Okay, if that is
no, I'm not going
collapsing,
through that.
then
I'm not going.
shut up. Then it's not
Yeah.
receiving enough power for some reason. Do I need
I died.
you right now? No, I don't.
Oh.
They're all dying.
I lost everything.
You had to go in there, of course. You
I'm not going nowhere near that.
Yeah.
All right, let's give him more power.
Got my sword.
Flux. Ah, you just couldn't wait for it. Get out of my way. Well, now it's gaining power, definitely. A lot.
Ah, it's all the way up. The line on the left.
See, like I said, these cryostabilized flux duct provide infinite transfer, and you can set your transfer limit on your flux point, and I have the transfer limit switched off. And this thing is directly attached to the dialing device, so it should provide it with all the power. But there seems to be some sort of soft limit in there that you just can't see because it's not getting all the power. Now it's definitely getting all the power. It was getting 10,000 before, now with the extra 2 connections it's getting like 10 million.
Alright, well.
And yeah, dimension is stable, current power 40 million RF, so we should be able to go.
Oh, he didn't.
Yep. We're here.
And our grace should still be there, and we can take.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
There we go. Oh, that's looking perfect. Give me all my things before Granny takes them. Look at that! Cows, horses, all the emeralds in the world! I have an elementium helmet, I have a flying ring, and all the stuff that doesn't belong to me. Who needs a mana tablet?
The badness! The badness!
Looks like Scott has half of my stuff.
Wow.
That's
What do
my
I have of yours? Nothing.
magnet.
Let's go and fly around
No.
and have a look. Is this building over here?
I don't have it.
No, I don't have
wait,
a
cow.
magnet.
Oh, that cow wanted to attack me. Look at that. Hey! Cow!
There's a building out here.
Well, I don't have it. I have my automatic torch, I have my antidote charm, and I have the flux capacitor, which I think is... Hey! Okay, let's claim this chunk real quick.
Hey, don't hit me, you cheeky buggers.
There you go. Dang it. Freaking creeper, probably. We should have probably
In this
brought
dimension.
a torch. Mega torch. Well, now I have light blue terracotta. Thank you very much. I do have the builder on me, I have a meta transmitter on me, I don't have the flux point, I don't have the dialing device, I don't have anything to get back home.
Oh.
Stop that. So who has my stuff?
Not
I
me.
don't.
And why not?
Oh, I might have your stuff. Is it a shape card query?
Oh, all the things.
One of them. Is it a flux point?
Yes, 2 of them.
Okay, and a magnet
Yes.
and a fire charm
Yes.
and a dialing device.
You definitely don't have my stuff at all.
No, I don't have any of your stuff.
You happen to have my flying ring?
No, there's no fly. Don't give me that.
I gave that to you. I gave that back to you.
Infirm
Just a minute ago.
essence. Ruby.
Yes, I did. Your flying ring and your armor piece that was missing. I gave that
Yeah,
back to
the
you.
headpiece I don't have, and neither do I. Also don't have the
Well, then Granny has it.
No.
Yeah.
No. I got my ultimate stew.
Well, I have my magnet on. If it's on the ground, I would have had it by now. So it's
It's
not.
do believe, Merrick, you did. Yeah, definitely. I'm in a different dimension.
Builder. Flux point. Since I have the cryo ducts, might as well use those. Alright, so we do have the meta receiver over here. I'm gonna rename that to
Boulder Dash.
Emerald Dimension. I think that's okay. It's running out of power, so we can't use that for much longer. Can you stop giving me things? I don't need thanks. What did I just say? Yeah, okay.
No, I thought you got a magnetic personality.
Yes, I do. That's one of the issues, people tell me.
Yeah, wow, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't, actually, but okay. Right, put a flux point here, so that thing should have power. Yes, it does, because flux points go cross dimensions. Who would have thought? Wireless power for the win. Stop it!
It's not me.
what?
I have a whole inventory full of crap now. Right, here, you do it. Bye.
I'm protecting us.
Hey, you look fancy. Let me find you.
There's some buildings over there. What are they for? Do you know?
Oh, I
No. I can't fly, so.
What, can we walk over there, do you reckon? Or are we going to get, like, swamped?
do. Whoosh. So these fancy buildings over here. Let's open them up. I'm already here for you. So there is basically a chest. Usually there's a chest in here with all these different dimlets. This is one way to get to the dimlets, and if you're lucky, there are some very special ones in these item frames.
Come, Scott, let's walk it. We're brave.
Chiseled stone, cyan fog, really, and netherrack. Sure, don't need any of those, so we're just gonna leave them here and let them die. But since people stop killing things around this transmitter, I can finally set up stuff.
Scott kind of needs to have a look because he hasn't had a look yet.
Yeah, well, you know, there's those people and these people.
I haven't had a look. You shut the door, face. Cheeky.
I didn't do it.
Right,
That's not a
okay.
button. That's not me. That's a button.
Well, why you use the button? Just going through the roof like everybody else who can fly. Too soon?
Wow.
Okay.
Where are you at?
Gone. Okay, so we have our transmitter set up. We have our receiver set up.
Goodness.
We need the dialing device and set that up. Need the cryo stabilized flux stuck in a minute, and I'm just going to put that on here. Hi.
Do you know what?
There. Just put that here.
Right
So
now,
from the Emerald Dimension, our transmitter, we can dial home sweet home. Dial OK. So we now have a permanent connection. I'm just going to go, 2 levels up so you can get me. And
Where
now we
did
should be
you
able
lose
to just
them?
use the transmitter to go back home whenever we need to. That's a good thing,
Right,
I guess.
okay.
What we want to do, though, is set up this quarry. Now, where is that freaking quarry again? I don't have it. I should have it, but I don't. Where's the quarry? The builder.
Ooh, what's this?
Hello?
Don't look
Oh.
at me. I ain't got it.
Well, I think you're fine, quite frankly. If you just take another look under your feet, you may just find you dropped it accidentally.
That would explain it.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, there you go. I'm going to put down these builder. Actually gets a UI. It says mode, space, card, copy. Well, that doesn't tell us very much. Redstone mode on to activate. Now, you're just going to go ignore it, so you should be always on. But a little bit later, probably. There are a lot of different things in here that we don't really care about right now. So I have a shape card quarry. We can put this in here. To set this card to something valid, you basically shift right click. Yeah, you can only do this on a builder. Okay, let's do this. Shift right click the builder. Now it says now select the first corner. So I'm just gonna say okay, well, first corner like here. Now select the second corner. So what you're doing is you stack out an area. So I'm now basically telling it this block right here is the first corner, and then I can go over here and probably 3 blocks down and say this is your quarry. This square, cube, whatever will be your quarry. So I'm actually going to do that right here. New settings, copy to the shape card. Now I can shift right click the air, and the air tells me we have this dimension here. We have an offset, and we have a dimension of 6 to the left and 1 to the right. Yeah, all things. It's set to box. We're going to keep it at a box. You can also do a prism and a torus and a cone and yeah, all things. Box. Solid? Yes, please, solid. And we're going to say dimension, and that's why we're not using the digital miner, because the digital miner can only go 32 blocks in every direction. This one can go 512.
Right, okay.
So we're going to set this to 512 blocks, and we're going to set this to 512 blocks, and yeah, that gives us a very big area that we can't even see anymore. And we're going to go, what Y level are we? 63. Okay, well, let's do 63. Why wouldn't we? And I'm not 100% sure if that counts from Y0 or from wherever. It says it counts from offset. So if that is the builder over there, we went 2 blocks to the left and 2 blocks down, and yeah, that does make sense. So if we put in 63, it's gonna go what, 32 up and 31 down or something like that. So we're gonna put this to minus 32. So that should be roughly the middle of what we're mining. Yeah, let's do 32. That's good. And let's offset this a little more. So let's say we go 10 this way and we're going to go 10 this way. That should be fine. So this shape card is set. I'm sorry, yeah, you can't see it because I have it in my hand, so you don't see the overlay.
No,
but
it's fine.
I'm going to put this in there. It's already installed.
Is by
so now,
it's just
this,
setting up an automatic mine.
If you come away, you can actually see it. If you look at the builder, above the builder, it says mode normal quarry. Above the right up here. There's a little UI. Right?
Floating right there.
Can you see that? Ah, come on! I didn't even look at you. You're ugly.
Oh, I think you did.
It's up here, Granny, where I'm standing.
Right, okay.
No, if you stand down here and look up where I'm at, you can see.
Get down! Get down!
Stand right here, Granny. Look straight ahead. All right?
Yeah.
And you can see it.
Right, okay, yeah.
There should be some text, right? Mode normal quarry.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, if you right click the builder, you see in the middle that there's a shape card in there. I mean, you know what that looks like. You kind of had it in your inventory for a second or two.
Yeah.
Maybe I did. preview mode. That's that one. If I switch that on, can I see anything? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, something happened.
See that?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So that would mine everything, including where we're standing on. That's pretty bad. I don't want that. So I'm going to take the shape card out. I'm going to modify that a little bit. Where did it go? Is it doing this again?
Side there. Right. Okay. So we want the craft line. These.
Who has the shape card?
Out. I haven't. Or at least I don't think I have. Check.
I just took it out and it's gone.
Not me this time.
Not me.
Where did it go?
I don't have any magnet ring or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. How do I not see these things? There you go.
Oh, I have it.
Did it come back?
Interesting.
You got it, see?
So I'm going to offset this. Well, if it's 512, let's offset this by 256. So let's say 260.
Mortuary says he certainly.
Yes, Mortuary has all the things. So let's put it back in there. Support preview mode enabled. So now we should see it some direction. Oh yeah, there you go. See, now the corner is over here. That's better. I still wanted one down. So I'm going to take the card back out. Right click. So it's minus 32. So we do minus 33. Put it back in.
Epic music's being epic.
Mm-hmm. So now that should regenerate. It takes a while because it's a pretty big area.
Yeah, yeah.
But we should just see the slightest cyan tint on top of the emerald blocks if this went right.
I can't see no tinge.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, well, I might have to re-enable that. So switch off, switch on. Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
no.
That is
I think
kind of wrong.
It's a long way.
That is kind of weird. Did I? Oh, minus 3? Really? Minus 33 is what I said. No one saw that. See, there you go, right here, where I dug the hole.
Yeah, I see it.
You can see that it goes right to the top layer there. So this should go all the way down to bedrock, and it should go 512 that way and 512 that way. And if I look at this builder, where did it say that? I think when I take the card out. If you hover over the card, it tells you dimension whatever, offset whatever, right? So it says 512 by 63 by 512.
Yep.
Base cost 300 RF per tick per block. Final costs depend on the fusion level and block hardness. Well, this thing, if I remember correctly, we didn't fuse to the maximum, right? Yeah, I think we did. We forgot one thing. We probably need a lever for that. Yes, we do. We just put the ender chest on top. It will automatically export into whatever inventory is attached to the top.
Yep.
Makes it really easy. And I'm just going to set it to ignored. Is that working? Oh, normal quarry, switch that off. Off to activate. That should also work. Is it doing anything? No, it's not. It's good. Huh.
Whoever named these colours, I reckon they were colours.
Oh, there you go.
Does it look like light blue to you? Does it look purple?
There you go.
Like terracotta.
There it goes.
It's crazy. Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
This is also replacing everything with dirt while it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it says it doesn't have enough power. You know, obviously. Wow. Freaking wow. As some people might say no.
Not enough power.
Well, it's using 20,000 kilo RF per tick. 20,000 RF per tick. Yeah, we're not making enough right now. Which is a bit of a thing, because this dimension might crumble around us. I'm gonna go home. Bye.
Oh.
I have to switch on our little tiny extra generator now. We should be getting enough. Because we have enough stored. Yeah, we're making minus 33,000 right now. Which is okay. We can do that for a while. No problem. But I think we'll just hop up here, flip the lever. And that should have done the trick. Yeah, we're making 24 million now. It's good. I love
Not
this.
enough power still, though.
Yeah, I know. That thing, well, it is attached to the flux point there. I need to get more power out of that flux point. Give me a sec. Arg! So, how do we possibly fix that without breaking all the things? We don't, we just break all the things. Do that. Put that down there, and then we're gonna put this one up here.
Don't know how I can
Can we
still
do
get
that?
lost.
No,
sometimes.
that's probably not a good idea.
Whoa,
behind
what
that,
was
right?
that sound?
Over here.
Thank you.
You're
It might have been again.
This looks so ugly. This should provide enough power, though. It's always not having enough power. It can't keep. Well, it's full. It should have more than enough power, and it's going like crazy. It's a. And you can see it's saying Y level 34, 27, whatever, chunk 10 out of 1089. It's gonna go for a while. If you look in there, yeah, we are getting emeralds, and we are extracting them pretty fast.
That is so awesome when it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, I have one of these white chests set up on the other side with, you know, all 6 sides attached to extracting pipes, so this is definitely extracting faster than it can put things in, it seems. It's good. Don't really know why it says not enough power. It's getting all the power it can handle. Not that I care. It's doing its thing.
All the way out here.
Yep. And
512 blocks.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
512 blocks, X and Z, and all the way down to bedrock. So if we were to mine this, we should probably find bedrock downstairs. And as you can see, there is just emerald blocks here. As soon as this is done mining all the chunks, we just move it by 512 blocks and do it again.
Wow.
I mean, it only costs us 150,000 RF per tick to keep this running, but we're getting all the emerald blocks. If it's not fast enough, we set up a second one.
So, we're going to get fill up again with blocks, aren't we? Quite quickly.
We should be good on blocks. I'm actually going to go home and have a look. Start.
Ooh, wrong way.
Probably still point here with my teleporter. My little personal teleport. There. Hello. Emerald. Yeah, we're full. 196,608. So now what we need to do is make sure that those emeralds don't just get voided on our end, right? Because that's what they currently do. But first of all, we're going to go back making Infinity Catalyst. Infinity. We have 2. That's not enough. It's better than 1. Still not enough. So this goes in here. Start making things. Go. Yeah, that's good. Like it. Okay, that's running, and that's basically going to run forever. Not very fast, but it's running.
Yeah.
Speed that up.
As soon as it gets taken out, back in again. That's really good.
Can I do this? That doesn't speed it up at all. Well, it does, it seems. It's flashing faster. Well, not really. Is there a faster way to do this? Stack upgrades, speed upgrades? I don't think so. Other than attaching way more exporters, which I could do. We could go from the ender chest straight into this thing. That would work. Yeah, I think what we should set up is ender chest into some storage like we have over here, this quantum tank. There is quantum storage that has like infinite storage for one type of item.
Yeah.
So we should pump the emerald blocks into there. Let's see. Quantum tank, quantum entangloporter, that's a different thing. Quantum barrel. Deprecated, will be removed. Quantum storage unit. Quantum storage unit does not have any. What is that? Oh, that's full one into empty one probably. Does not have any description. Well, doesn't matter. We're gonna make it. Do we have one? Ah, oof, we have 6 of them. Sure, I'm just going to take one now. How are we going to do that? We're going to go up here. I think I'm going to just put that on the whole extraction line. That probably does make sense. Now, where would I want that? I do need to get this attached to the storage, but oop, I didn't want to go in here. Whoops, spoiler. Do need to get this attached to the rest of the system, so we need a storage bus on here somehow. Huh! It's good. I'll just put a network card down here. That will probably work. I'm going to put you over here. And I'm going to need an emerald block. Right here. I'm going to put in there. Stored 1. Nice. I thought you could actually see that on there.
Oh, I was going to break.
Yeah, I'm here. Where is Madame? Nowhere to be seen. I need a conduit. Not a condo, a conduit. It's French. Conduit! There you go.
It's true, it's true.
Put this on import priority. I don't know where we are, just put it all the way up. Let's go 100. We shouldn't have anything on import priority 100. And insert. Yeah, that, not copper ore piece. What are you putting in there? That is weird. Okay, we're gonna need filter for that. Basic item filter, that should be more than enough.
Wow.
And a block of emerald.
That horse goes fast.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we have to put that in here. On that one, click that,
Go back
do
to my
this,
favourite
and now
room
we
in
have
the
a
house.
whitelist. Yeah, now we shouldn't get any crap. Why is that not going any further? Because there's crap in there. Ah, okay, here we go. Here we go, 0% full. Yeah, that's basically... that thing is like our ball of power, it holds a lot of crap. All of this goes in here. So, white is now receiving all the emeralds. Yeah, we should see some in here. Should probably just mark that. Can I get one? Thank you. One would have been enough. Oh, that looks good. I don't think we can do this any faster than that. I'm not gonna extract priorities on 100. This is priority 10 going back into the system, so it should work.
Where are you?
I mean, I can actually set another filter and say you can't ever go into that system. Let's see if that works.
I don't know where he's gone.
He's all the way upstairs,
That's where I
all
am.
the way up on the top of the brain room.
Oh, there he is.
Insert, blacklist, emerald blocks. Now the question is, do they all go in there or do we fill up our chests over here, which I can't access from this side? Great. I'm gonna explain it in a second. This needs room and storage downstairs, otherwise we're gonna have all the crap here. Go away.
You show everybody around there, Granny?
Yeah, I've just been showing up to speed.
That's
Just waiting for
good.
Scryptar to sort this out.
Oh, I'm sorting. I'm sorting like crazy.
We know.
I'm sorting and I'm crazy.
We know
Yeah,
that.
you're sort of crazy, yes.
Yeah, I'm sort of crazy.
Yeah.
He got it. I need to put these somewhere too. I thought I had those somewhere. Evidently not. There. Because who gives a crap? Alright, so if we go upstairs, and by we I mean me because you're already here. I think I can take the filter back out. Okay, so I set up this quantum storage unit over here. And if you look on the conduit that's attached to it,
Yeah.
it has an insert priority of 100, which is the highest in our whole system. So anything will go in here first before it tries to go anywhere else.
Right.
And there's a basic item filter in there. If you click on that gear wheel that says Edit Filter Settings, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I got the right one now. Yeah. Gear rating. Yeah. Filter setting.
You see there's an emerald block in there and a white paper that says whitelist.
Yep.
So we're going to try to put only emerald blocks in here, and it's the first thing they will ever go into. And if you right click the storage unit, we have 111,000 blocks stored.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
still zero. If you hover over that bar, it still says 0% full.
Yes.
Yeah, we can have 2 billion blocks in here, it seems.
That's rather a lot.
All right? Yeah, it's 100,000, 1 million, but yeah, 2
Are
billion.
you sure we're not actually being?
The thing is, we now actually have to see how we can access this from our wireless storage system. Because this is not attached to our, drawer system, because it's not a drawer.
Well, no.
I guess I can just put a...
It's climbing like crazy.
What is climbing?
It's on the crafting grid. We can access it through the system.
Emerald's going down.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's going down at quite
I don't want any flowers.
a good rate as well.
Here, tulip. Always the same. You guys, I'm never going to play with you again.
And our emeralds are going down. The normal emeralds are really going down.
So the emerald drawer should be pretty much empty now. We need to make sure that we use this mostly for whatever we're doing downstairs. So we need to put a storage bus onto this. What is that thing called? Storage, external storage. Yes, we have that in the system. Perfect. And I'm not just a lazy person. Network transmitter. I need to network receiver. Network receiver. Do we have that? No, we don't. I'm just going to use a cable. Cable. Give me all the cables. So where do we hack this into?
Where's he gone?
Let me in. I think there's a cable connection over here somewhere. Yes, there is.
Wall lit open.
Go away.
I'm going. Shoot over your shoulder.
That's attached. And this will have a priority of higher than normal. There you go. Aha. So now we have attached this, because we can. That's all good. Insert and extract. We only want extract only. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I have to tidy this up later. But basically, we now have our external storage bus on here. Which means the system should now know this block as part of its storage. So if we look for emerald blocks, it says we have 242,000. And that number is not rapidly, but it is climbing.
Good.
Yeah, I think so too.
That is good.
What we also could do, I could take out the void upgrade downstairs. That's probably a pretty good idea. Which one is the emerald one? This one. Yeah, take out the void upgrade. And then set the storage upstairs to a lower priority, which basically means it will only ever get put into the storage when the drawers are full. That makes sense.
Certainly.
What priority are you? You're priority 10. It will never go in there. It should go in here. That's priority 5. Priority 0. Priority 20. Well, it will never go in there. So it should be higher than 5, lower than 10. So let's make it 6. That works. So now we just have to check if that actually does work. So you're priority 10. Oh, I have to take the basic item filter back out there. That makes sense. Yeah, so this stopped receiving emerald blocks right now. If you look at it, it's not moving.
Right.
This has a priority that's lower than the one on this conduit that goes into our drawers.
Right.
So the one in our drawers has 10, and this one has 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll try to put it in the drawers first. I took out the void upgrade of the emerald drawer, which means at some stage that drawer will just be full, and when it can't accept anything anymore, then it goes in there.
It comes up in there.
Yeah. And none of this is attached to our discs, so it will never go on a disc and just fill that up. It will always go into these barrels or into the drawers, which is basically why I always have to check up here and see if any of these barrels are full with new stuff, like the eggplant or whatever we made today. And then find a drawer for it.
Yeah.
Anything that you directly put in there, like you use your wireless crafting grid and put stuff in there, it goes onto our disk. No problem, because that's, you're talking to the system directly. But anything that comes via Ender Chest is basically buffered through the system, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's put all that away. We're still getting emeralds like crazy. That's perfect. What's the drawer saying over here? Yeah, 142 stacks, 143 stacks. Well, it's going up, it's going down, it's doing stuff.
Stuff is being done.
Yeah, I would say so. And we're still making infinity catalysts like mad people. Lovely. So how many do we have? Infinity, we have 18. 18, we can make 1 ingot.
Wow.
If these ingots had an EMC value, we would just use that, but no. Not a thing. Okay, well, let's claim the loot chest for the infinity thing. Haven't done that yet.
You haven't done that? I've done that.
No, we're gonna go straight to the next one in a second here. So we want to make the infinity ingot, and it needs 1. So let's try. Infinity ingot needs 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 infinity catalysts. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 crystal matrix ingots, and a whole bunch of neutronium ingots. Okay, so we're going to take all the infinity catalysts, because, yeah. Crystal matrix ingots, I have 122 stacked, so we're going to use those. And neutronium, we're going to get 2 stacks.
He's got a few stacks there, guys.
Yeah, a little bit. That is what we want to make. We can make 1.
Well,
Quest completo! My sword is doing weird things. Okay, anyway. 1 infinity ingot. Aren't we great? We're killing it.
Great.
Killing it. Next would be the infinity armor. Which we want to have because that makes it totally unkillable. Nothing can kill you. We didn't even do the draconic armor yet. We're gonna go straight to the infinity armor.
Well, apparently I've already killed you because I've got one of your heads in my pocket.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I gave that to you as a gift.
Yeah, probably
Oh,
when I
wow.
died in that lovely
Thank you.
dimension over there. So
Yeah,
if we
I
look
think
at
that's
the
nice,
if we look at the Infinity Helmet, for example, we need what 5, 10, 15, 19 Infinity Ingots, each of which needs what was it, 13 Infinity Catalysts? You look like
Yes.
cactus,
Yeah, it's Terra Steel
I-
armor.
a samurai
Stronger.
cactus.
You know, it's Terra Steel armor.
I was looking at it.
It's stronger than diamond.
It's green
Oh, is
SpongeBob
it?
armor.
Yeah, it'll work.
Flask of magma skin. And a compressed nether star block. Yay, we're gonna celebrate today. There you go. Yeah. Put away all the stuff. Right, so I think we're gonna have to let this run for a bit. Make more infinity catalysts. So really what we want to find is some easy way of getting lots of EMC, right? Because that's what's holding us down. The more EMC we have stored in one item, the faster we can convert it into anything else, right?
Right, okay.
So what has a lot of EMC? I mean, obviously we could go for something like red matter. A red matter block has 1.8 million EMC, which is 12, 13 times an emerald block. I don't think we have red matter chickens. That would be easy, but no, there's no such thing. There's also no plants that generate that. You can't build a red matter block dimension, sadly. It's not on the list of things you can build. One of the things we could do is the silky block of jewel.
What's that?
The silky block of jewel. Just type silky, S-I-L-K-Y. And then on the very right.
Would help in the right menu.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 9 times that. That's
Dyslexic is.
S-I-L-K-Y.
No, I done it. I did it. I mixed
Good.
up the I and the L.
Yeah, it
The
happens.
wrong way round.
You don't need to be dyslexic to mix that up. Just honest. So the silky
What am I
block,
looking for?
silky block of jewel, the one on the very right, the yellow block.
Oh right, I got it.
That has 224,000 EMC, which is roughly times and a half of an emerald block.
Right, okay.
That is actually something you can make a dimension out of. That is part of the dimension builder. He knows that, or it knows that block, and we can potentially do that.
Oh, okay. So we can do with what we can do with that.
Yeah, we can build, instead of an emerald dimension, we build a silky jewel dimension and then just do the whole thing over again. We just start mining that dimension instead of mining emeralds. I mean, I think we're good with the emeralds for right now. We could use more builders and just have 2 or 3 of them running at the same time. I can probably attach more export buses to this thing so it just generates the stuff faster. I don't think we're getting them that fast, because if I go upstairs and check the chest, the ender chest, that's mostly empty. So, yeah, stuff is coming in, but not terribly fast. So we can probably double or triple up on the emerald mining.
Terribly fast.
What?
Do we need them to be terribly fast right now?
Well, yes. We need a lot of infinity catalysts to make a lot of ingots, if we want to get the armor. And we need that armor to fight the Chaos Dragon. Otherwise it will just kill you when you look at it.
Okay. So a little bit of...
Yeah, if you look at the, infinity chest plate, for example, that's, what, 15, 20, 24 infinity ingots plus crystal matrix plus a whole bunch of neutronium stuff. And, we need 3 sets, so we need a lot of those ingots. Also, obviously, those are used in more than just the armor. There's way more stuff than just that. One of the things we really want is the tools.
Yeah,
There is the Sword of the Cosmos, which basically
Mhm.
it doesn't attack a mob by doing damage. It just does an admin command /kill.
Oh,
That
wow,
instantly
that is
kills anything. It
genius.
doesn't even matter. So you could look at
Even
the
the Gaia Guardian.
yeah, you look at the Gaia Guardian and say, "Hey, you die, dead."
Wow.
So that is
So
something you want.
Yeah, Sword of the Cosmos is awesome.
Yeah. There's also a bow, Longbow of the Heavens, which basically does a similar thing. There are other tools like the pick, the World Breaker, which has Fortune 10, which you can't get anyway other than that.
Wow.
And it mines anything. That thing mines bedrock instantly.
Mhm.
It doesn't even care. And you can ore mine with this. The hugest area you can imagine. So yeah, that's definitely things you want to have.
Sounds like it's.
And then there's still the little thing that we really want, which is the transmutation table and the transmutation tablet. The transmutation table does not need ingots, the tablet does. And that is basically your library of all the blocks that you ever crafted that you can convert into EMC. And you just pump all the emerald blocks into one of those tables. And it works a little bit like wireless power, so you set up your table somewhere with a big connector that pumps in all the emerald blocks, which all get converted into EMC. And then just you take your tablet with you, which is connected to that thing, and you have all the EMC at your fingertips. So you can make every block you ever wanted right there where you are.
Wow.
Just by having that power stored.
Basically, Granny, this is endgame.
Yeah.
This is the endgame.
We're now getting into the endgame stuff. Which, you can see when you look at our first quest line start of Stoneblock, there's only 2 things left.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Still have to do a little Project E, which is what we're doing right now. We need the transmutation table and the transmutation tablet. I do want the Klein Star and the Tome of Knowledge. Once we have the Tome of Knowledge, we've basically won the game. The Tome of Knowledge holds every recipe for every block that has EMC, so you basically put that into your transmutation table and it knows all the blocks, even if you have never crafted them. And then you can just go in there and say, well, give me all the things. As long as you have EMC in there, you can take everything you want out of it. So you make 3 furnaces and say, nah, I don't need 3 furnaces. I actually want, I don't know, 2 milk stalls. And then you put the furnace back in and get the milk stuff out.
Well, that's good.
Whatever. Yep, portable meta conversion.
All that once. Get it over. No. You can watch it on my rewatch.
Yeah.
Then you can get my view account up a bit.
Yeah. You can watch it over and over and over again. We even have lasers. Look at that. We even have lasers here. They don't do anything anymore. We are definitely getting into the end game. So let's have a quick look at what quests we do have that we want to do. So power generation, there's a lot of solar panel stuff. We can just knock that out whenever. We don't really need them. We have all the power in the world.
We do.
Mystical agriculture, we still need to do some of the base ingots, some of the seeds, and we need to do all the furnaces, which is really not a problem, because we do have what we need for that. Storage, we only have Applied Energistics 2, the whole quest line left to do, and I just think we're going to skip it this time, because we did refine storage, and it's basically, refined storage is Applied Energistics 1, and this is Applied Energistics 2. So it's an upgrade of what we already have. Don't really need that. Now, we could do it just to knock it out, but it's not necessary, and we're at a stage where we don't care about that anymore, really.
No, that's true.
Draconic Evolution. Top right, we have to do the Chaos Guardian. For that, we need the Infinity Armor. Then we have to do the Chaos Fusion Crafting, for which we need to have the Chaos Guardian.
Yeah.
There is the portable battery on the bottom left, which we don't need, but yeah, we could. That goes along well with the Wyvern and the Draconic Armor.
Right, okay.
Which we don't need when we have the Infinity Armor. We might just do the Wyvern and the Draconic Armor in between, just to have some fun and knock out some quests. We could do that next time. because it's fun to play around with, and you should have seen that. It's not just the ball of power, there's more to that mod.
Oh, right, okay.
And then, yeah, well, there's Project E. We need some tools and some armor, which nobody really wants or needs, but then we get into the transportation table, which will take us about at least an episode to do. Because there's still some crafting required. We have most of it now, but there's still some stuff missing, which I will have to prepare. At least on a sheet of paper, otherwise we never get it done.
That's true.
Once we have the table, we can make, well, we need 2 tables, and then we can make the tablet. Should be fairly easy once we have the one to get into the other. For that, we just need the infinity ingot, really, which we now have. So, it's good. The Klein Star is a device for storing EMC. Yeah, that's true. With that, you can have your EMC with you. And the Tome of Knowledge, well, learn about every item that has an EMC value. Yes, you put that into your table or tablet and you know all the blocks. And that just leaves the very front page, start of Stoneblock, the Infinity Armor and the World Breaker.
So, we're getting on.
I think that's
I
about...
can't believe you've come so far.
Well, so far, so quickly, it seems.
I know, that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't get, I must admit. There's a few bits and pieces that I didn't actually get. But on the whole, I've
yeah, I think a lot will come when you actually rewatch things. Just go in there and have a look from having some distance to the actual having streamed it part, and then just sitting there and watching people do it, even if you're one of them.
Yeah. I mean, also not working all sleep also helps.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Other than that. Yeah, I mean, we did prepare pretty well for this. I mean, we didn't do the singularities before we had enough emeralds stored to actually do that, and we only had the emeralds because we had the chicken running for a long time. And we have space to put more chickens in there, which I will definitely do. I will copy the emerald chicken and just give us 120 emerald chickens just to speed this up. And I will activate the Watches of Flowing Time we have in there. And then, yeah, we still have that builder going. I expect the next time I log on, we won't have any emeralds. Because that builder will have mined those 512 by 512 by 63 blocks, how many much that is. And this chest will still be converting, and we have run out of all the things. But yeah, that's okay. We just switch it back on again, and we will have more. Let's see, how many do we have now? How many blocks do we have? Well, the deep storage still says 251,000 blocks stored, and the storage drawer, where is it? Wrong side. 1,650 stacks, and it's going up. So that's about half full again. Yeah, well, it will empty out pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really. So we've accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah.
We did quite well today, I think.
360,000 emerald blocks in the system. It's good.
Really? Wow, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the one thing I should have done earlier is basically stopped voiding emeralds, because that thing has been full for ages because of the void upgrade. But, you know, we're OP as it is. There just was no need.
No, yeah, well, there is a little bit of OP.
Yeah, we still can put in all the emerald chickens we want, like 120 or so. There's room for that. When that is done, we still can speed them up with the Watch of Flowing Time, 4 of them. And we still can speed up the process, or the frequency at which we take out the emeralds out of the ender chest and put them into the system. So that we don't have a bottleneck anywhere. There's a whole room upstairs for just taking out emeralds out of the chests. A tiny little room with 4 chests and 4 Watches of Flowing Time to give them the same speed than the chicken are laying the emerald eggs.
Yes.
So, yeah, I guess even without the dimension and using, what now, 140,000, 150,000 RF per tick just to keep that miner running in that dimension, which we also have to keep running, we could have just gone with that. We could have gone and made 20 rooms full of emerald chicken if we wanted.
Yeah.
And just go that route. That's always an option. We also could have attached those directly to one of these chests, without putting stuff into the system and just saying, well, each of these rooms will do a different thing for us. So this will do the Infinity Catalyst, and the next one will do, I don't know,
Yeah.
and do it that way. We can also convert this into other blocks. I mean, instead of just making the Infinity Catalyst, we could do red matter blocks and just copy those because, like I said, they have a higher EMC value. So we can have a very low amount of, let's say, high-powered blocks in the system somewhere. And if we want to make something else, you just take one block with 2 million EMC instead of 20 blocks with 1 million EMC and convert those. So you need less storage space for those.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense.
A lot of math and logistics behind that, and there's tons of ways to do this, and there's some really funny blocks you can use for that, like red matter furnaces have a very high EMC. There is one thing that I think the absolute best thing right now was sugar cane. Let's see. Quintuple, septuple. Yeah, you can compress sugar cane, same way you can compress cobblestone. And the octuple compressed sugarcane has 1.3 billion EMC. So we could use that for storage. That's a lot of emerald blocks in one sugarcane block.
Yeah, it is a bit actually.
Yeah, so that would also work. And then we could just have one drawer, no upgrades, put one stack of those sugarcanes in there, and that could be converted into, I don't know, 60, 70 drawers full of emeralds if we ever needed those. But that's just logistics. What we really want is not have a lot of storage. We want to be able to use it, at our fingertips whenever we want it. And for that, we need to progress a little further. It's not the amount of emeralds we get. It's not the frequency in which we get them. I mean, obviously, we're running on a server, so we can just leave this running for a while and be good.
Some AFK work.
Yeah, well, let the server do its thing while nobody is on. That's not even the AFK. That's just basically not being there and waiting for it. If you were playing this on a daily basis, if you were making a YouTube series with one video per day or something, obviously you're a little bit more on a time constraint, and you would find more efficient ways, like, storing EMC in sugar canes or whatever. But we don't really...
Don't need to do that.
Nah, we don't. Also, same, as you can see, there is one exporter here exporting emerald blocks into this chest. I can surround this chest with End.io conduits with upgrades and speed and all the stuff, and have this chest never run out of emerald blocks. And this would go 10 times as fast. But I think we're good. We're not getting it that fast, so we don't need to extract it that fast.
No, I think we're good. But I also think it's gone 10 o'clock and it's time to peace out.
Lately, we have pretty perfectly managed to find this sweet spot where we're actually done.
We are. We're doing great at this.
We're getting good at this. So good at this
Where
game.
did you disappear?
Well, I ran into it.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs.
He's probably
right, okay.
He's probably stroking the trees.
Yeah. You won't go down that road again.
No.
Excuse me.
I'm just going to sit here.
Thank you so much, Scott. It's been fun tonight. I'm starting to feel a little bit drained. I can feel myself going.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yes. I am going to raid Doika. Was just amazing. He's still on. So I'm going to go pop over and raid tonight. Yes.
I'm just going to end here.
Come and follow me.
And I see everybody back tomorrow with Hearts of Iron 4 when the DLC Men the Guns actually releases. And I think it's going to be a stream with Tank. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We're going to discuss that tomorrow evening. And if Tank can't make it because he was feeling a little under the weather lately, then it's going to be just me and we're going to play Mexico. We'll see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of new stuff and I have no idea what I'm going to be doing.
I don't know if I'm streaming anymore this week. Yeah. It's been a really, really busy week for me. And tomorrow I'm working I
just have to. I've waited for this release for 6 months now.
Yeah. Well, see, tomorrow will be my third late night.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to be doing it tomorrow or not. But if so, I will pop on Twitter, guys. So we're going to pop Doika. Thank you so much, guys. You all absolutely fab. I will catch you later. Thank you for the host. Thank you, followers, and thank you for bits. I will catch you later.
Same here. Have fun, everybody. See you later.
Bye-bye.